This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do, can do, can do.
Welcome to Odds and Ends, and I'm your host, Mike Tice, and the National Football League's regular season, the 100th season of the National Football League. The regular season has come to a conclusion. It is now Wild Card Weekend, what everybody's been waiting for, the playoffs in the National Football League. 4 great games this weekend. I'm going to pick all 4 games, including my pick of the week, where I'm going for 10 straight weeks without a loss. Boy, I tell you, I'm going to start with the afternoon game on Saturday tomorrow, the 4:35 p.m. Eastern Coast time game. The Buffalo Bills, 10-6, traveling to the Houston Texans, also 10-6. The Buffalo Bills are number 2 in the league in scoring defense, only giving up 16.2 points per game. They're also number 3 in the league in total defense, giving up less than 300 yards a game, only giving up 298 yards per game. While the Houston Texans, a little bit different on defense, they are allowing 388 yards per game. They're 28th in the league in total defense, but they get the great J.J. Watt back. That should be interesting. The quarterback situation with Watson, he is a tremendous athlete. They are very explosive, but those Buffalo Bills, the Buffalo Bills held the Baltimore Ravens, who are averaging over 30 points a game, number 1 in the league in scoring, held them to 24 points in a loss earlier in the season. I like the Buffalo Bills +3 traveling to Houston. That game, weather won't be a factor. They'll close the roof. I like the Buffalo Bills. My second pick, Saturday, the 8:15 p.m. game, Eastern Coast time. The Tennessee Titans, 9-7, had to win to get in. They did win. They are in. They travel to the New England Patriots, who are 12-4, going the other way a little bit. Tennessee Titans are on the rise. The Tennessee Titans are number 10 in scoring offense, getting 25 points a game, while the New England Patriots are number 1 in scoring defense, only allowing 14.1 points per game. Also number 1 in total defense, allowing 275 yards per game. The New England Patriots are -5 in that particular game, but Derrick Henry over 1,500 yards rushing. Ryan Tannehill playing extremely well at quarterback, and also the rookie A.J. Brown coming on. He is having a tremendous year, coached by wide receiver coach Rob Moore. What a great job he's done. I like the Tennessee Titans to go. Mike Vrabel, the head coach, has played for Bill Belichick. He knows their system. I like the Tennessee Titans to go into New England and cover +5, but they could win that game. I like them a little bit sneaky to upset the New England Patriots and send them down the road packing. I'll come back in a minute with my 2 Sunday picks, which include my pick of the week, where I'm going for 10 straight without a loss.
This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do, can do, can do. I'm picking Valentine 'cause on the morning.
Well, welcome back to Odds and Ends. I'm Mike Tyson. Beautiful case, and a little chilly today, but not quite as chilly as it is in Minnesota, where we'll talk here about the 10-6 Vikings getting ready to travel down to New Orleans. Won't be chilly there. They'll be playing in the Superdome. And I'll tell you, the Vikings are down 2 corners, 2 defensive backs, Alexander and Hughes. That's going to be dreadful. That's going to hurt them a little bit. But they are number 5 in scoring defense, only allowing 18.9 points per game. Coach Mike Zimmer, of course, is a defensive guru. Their defense is outstanding. The Vikings are also number 8 in scoring. They're scoring 25.4 points a game, which is fantastic. And they're number 5 in the league in sacks. They've got 48 sacks. Let's see if they can get after Drew Brees. The Saints, however, are 13-3. They are number 13 in scoring. D, allowing 21.3 points per game, but they're number 3 in scoring. O, scoring 28.6 points per game. Number 3 in sacks. They've got 51 sacks, which could be problematic for the Vikings. I'll tell you what, a lot of weapons on that New Orleans Saints team. Dalvin Cook is back for the Minnesota Vikings. In this particular game, I like the over, 49.5. I think both teams will be able to score. I think there will be some great pass rushing, possibly some sacks, some turnovers. But this is two teams that don't like each other. They have a history. And I like the over in that game, 49.5. Of course I can't pick against the Vikings. The next game, my pick of the week, the Seattle Seahawks travel to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Seahawks, 11-5, coming off that tough loss to the 49ers a little bit back. The 9-7 Philadelphia Eagles had a win to win the division and get in. My hat's off to them. Good for them. That's the 4:40 p.m. game on Sunday. The Eagles are number 10 in total D, allowing only 331 yards a game. They're number 12 in scoring offense, scoring 24.1 points per game. And the Seahawks are number 9 in scoring offense. I'll tell you, -1.5. The Seahawks are a road favorite, and they have the X factor. They've got Russell Wilson, and I like the Seattle Seahawks to go to Philadelphia and beat the Philadelphia Eagles Sunday and move on to the next round of the playoffs. And that's my pick of the week. Going for 10 in a row, the Seattle Seahawks, -1.5 points. We'll be back in a minute when I wrap up this week's Odds and Ends with Mike Tice.
If he says the horse can do, can do, can do. I'm picking Valentine.
Well, that's it for Odds and Ends this week, and I'll give you my picks again, all road teams. I like the Bills to go to Houston, possibly win, but they'll cover +3. Great defense of the Buffalo Bills. I like the Titans to go to New England. Supposed to be raining, +5. Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill, A.J. Brown, possible upset, but +5. They'll cover in the over in the Vikings and the over in the Vikings-New Orleans game, 49.5. There'll be a lot of points. The Vikings are down 2 corners. And the Seahawks, I love them. My pick of the week, going for 10 in a row, -1.5. Traveling to Philadelphia to beat up on those they're already beat up, the Philadelphia Eagles. I hope all your picks are winning picks. And let me remind you, you can tweet us at Odds and Ends Pod. And don't forget, hit that subscribe button down there. It's free. Remind yourself each week about the show. We'll start hitting the 3-year-old races with the thoroughbreds, getting ready for the Kentucky Derby starting next week. A lot of 3-year-old races around the country. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.
Can do, can do. I'm picking Valentine.